Okay, so some of you have noticed that I have naturally curly hair. I've literally only posted me wearing my natural hair one time, and that's because I don't ever wear my hair naturally curly. It's just so much work, in my opinion, and I don't know, a lot to keep up with, but a few of y'all have been asking for my curly hair routine, so that's what I'm here to give you. As you can see, my hair is very oily at the moment, but I'm gonna take y'all through my entire routine. I'm talking pre-shower, in shower, and post-shower, because curly hair comes down to literally every single tiny little step, because if you miss one, it may not turn out how you want it to. The one thing that curly hair must have is moisture. So before we get in the shower, we're gonna do a hair mask for about 20 to 30 minutes. And I'm gonna use the Frenchie one by Ashley Tisdale. I like to get my hair damp before I put the hair mask in, just so that way my hair can soak it all up. Although getting my hair wet outside of the shower is probably one of my pet peeves, because I cannot stand like being soaking wet outside of the shower, and I don't know why. I probably have it more wet than it really needs to be, but we're gonna brush this through and then we're gonna put the hair mask in. I love the way this stuff smells. It smells like my perfume. I love that Frenchie has different scents, but they create the scents in every single category of the brand, such as like body spray, and then you have your hair care products, and then you have candles. It's honestly crazy how much work that probably takes to do all of that, but I mean, hey, I appreciate it as a buyer because I love everything being the same scent. I don't focus too much on my roots, really just a lot of the mids to ends of my hair, just because that's where it's drier. But this is my first time trying this hair mask, not like today the first time, but this is my first container of the hair mask, and genuinely, I love it so much. Every time I use it, my hair is so soft. And again, it smells amazing. But I think we've got everything good and lathered up here, so we're just gonna flip it up and leave it for about 20 to 30 minutes. It says 15 to 20, but you can also wear it overnight, so really, like, it just depends on how long you want to leave it in, or how long you can leave it in. I haven't worn it overnight yet. I have left it in for like hours though, which is basically the same thing, I guess. Also, I would just like to say this video is not sponsored by any brand, and you're gonna see why I'm saying that later, because I do use a lot of the same brand. Y'all have probably already noticed from my past videos, but just letting you know, this video is not sponsored. But again, we're gonna let my hair soak up all the moisture, and then I will meet you in the shower. Okay, so stepping into the shower, I obviously rinse out the hair mask first, and then I take the Heritage Biotin Infused shampoo, and I always lather this up in my hands first before I put it on my hair, but I always wash my hair 2 times with shampoo, and I only use 2 hair products in the shower unless I'm doing like a deep cleanse on my scalp, but other than that, it's always just a shampoo and conditioner. And then for conditioner, I go in with the Heritage SOS Deep Moisture Restore Conditioner and take a few pumps of this, and then I will squeeze most of the water out of my hair as much as I can, and obviously put the conditioner in my hair, focusing only on the mids to ends, and then I'll clip my hair up to get it off of my back and leave that on for maybe 3 minutes, and then we're done. Okay, so I did my makeup just so we could have the full effect of the curly hair, but we're just gonna start by brushing our hair out, and this is the last time you are gonna brush your hair. Once you start putting product in your hair, you cannot brush it anymore, so make sure you get as much tangles out as possible in this moment, because again, we're not brushing it again. You also wanna make sure that you're parting your hair where you want it as well, which is actually really hard to do when your hair is wet. I don't know if anyone else struggles with this, but I just, for some reason, have such a hard time parting my hair when it's wet. Okay, now I've grabbed my towel and I'm actually gonna put it around my neck because we are going to soak our hair. You want your hair to be sopping wet. Like when I say soaked, I mean like you just got out of the shower and haven't even wrung your hair out yet. So again, we're gonna take the spray bottle and just soak my entire head. Like you want your hair to be dripping. I think I've got it wet enough. Take this towel off. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a curling foam, and this one is just by Heritage. You could also use a mousse instead if you don't want a foam. It's literally the same thing, but I take so much of this, and you just slap it on your head all over. You're literally gonna seem like a crazy person, and you're probably already thinking I'm a crazy person, but put this all through your hair, and then you're gonna start to scrunch it, and literally just keep scrunching. You're gonna do a lot of scrunching throughout this entire process. I also really try to make sure that I scrunch the roots as well, just for volume, because when I wear my hair curly, I tend to have no volume at my roots. I don't know why. Lots of scrunching, and I'm even gonna take more foam and scrunch some more in there just to really make sure that I got the ends. You wanna make sure you get every last strand of hair with this mousse / foam. I also really focus on the hairs like underneath the rest of my hair, like the ones close to the nape of my neck, because those ones honestly love to be straight for some reason. They don't like to curl. I don't know if there's any particular order to all of this, but if there is, I'm not doing it. So I literally just kind of like throw everything in my hair. There probably is a specific order to do all of this in, but it's gonna turn out the same anyways. Next, you're gonna take a curl cream of your choice. This is the Heritage Ahead of the Curl Cream, and you are going to take so much of this like your life depends on it. Oh my gosh, that's a lot actually. And again, you are going to scrunch this through your hair. Do not run your fingers through your hair because that is going to mess up all of your curl and it's gonna make it fall flat. So again, we are just scrunching. You could even, what I like to do sometimes is like stand up and kind of hold my hair out like this, or even like completely tipping your head over helps as well, like this. But if you do this, you want to be very gentle when you bring it back up. You don't want to like fling your head. Be very, very gentle with it. Next, I'm just gonna spray an anti-frizz and humidity spray into my hair because we are going to blow dry, but we're gonna be using a diffuser. So we have a diffuser. This is what a diffuser is if you didn't know, but it just pops onto the end of your hair dryer. We're gonna do this on hot, high heat, and I'll explain with a voiceover because no one wants to hear this thing. Okay, so for the most part with this diffuser, you're just gonna scrunch your hair. Like I said, you will be scrunching a lot, but I also try to take it and like dry it before I scrunch it as well, which is kind of difficult to do because it doesn't let out a lot of air with the diffuser on it. But I will also scrunch with my hands and kind of try to dry it that way. You literally will just do this over and over and over again until it's completely dry. And again, gently flipping my head over. You don't want to do this too dramatically because it can mess up the curls and cause them to be super frizzy. And again, gently putting it back. I literally just scrunch for a very, very long time. Again, going in and trying to dry it with just the diffuser on it, not doing much scrunching. And then I usually flip my head over to try to get as much volume as possible. But look at these curls already. Gently flipping back over. Here we go. Okay, so this is about as dry as I'm going to be able to get it right now, or else I will be here for a while. The last ingredient is the Heritage Argan Oil. Y'all have seen me use this so many times, but basically what this is going to do is get rid of the crunch in your hair from the foam or the mousse. I just take about 4 pumps of that and then again scrunch it through your hair. Do not run this through your hair. You want to scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Where I have like little frizzy bits, I'll kind of like just put my hand over them, but don't run your fingers through your hair. That is a big no-no in the curly hair world. It's honestly mostly dry besides like a few pieces up here. Also, this side of my head, like this curtain bang piece, never knows what to do. So I don't really know how to help it because some of it wants to curl like backwards and some of it wants to curl inward, and I just have no idea what to do with it ever. I can just give it a little twirl. But after you get the oil through your hair, that is it. That is the curly hair tutorial. It's honestly never gonna turn out the same every single time, and that's why I usually don't wear my hair curly, just because it is such a hassle to me. If you have curly hair, you probably already know that. But hopefully this was helpful to some of you. I know that y'all have been wanting me to wear my curly hair a lot more, and maybe I might just, especially with summer being here. I feel like curly hair is the summer style because you don't really have to like style it. Just throw some products in it, I guess. And you don't even necessarily need to blow dry it, but it would take all day to dry if I didn't. But that is the end of this video. Thank you for requesting this video because honestly, I would never have posted it if y'all didn't want it, but I'm glad that y'all let me know that y'all wanted a curly hair tutorial. And if you did enjoy it, please consider liking and subscribing so we can hang out some more. And I'm gonna love ya and leave ya. Bye.